Okay, gotta go up just a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, got a really interesting subject today. And I have a cough drop, so I may not be hacking as much. Acts 1:11 says, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye here gazing into heaven? The same Jesus is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. They was waiting for the Lord to come back. They see him taken up, and they were standing there waiting for him to come back. And I don't know how long they waited there. I gotta read up on that story to see exactly how it went. But this occurred to me that we are still waiting. You know, we're waiting on the signs. We're waiting on the Lord to move. We're waiting for God to start doing His things for the last days, and to have a better life, to fulfill the promises that He's made in this book called the Bible, filled with wonderful promises. So, you know, and I've heard a lot of things from God. The Lord has spoken to me literally. I've heard Him with my ears, and He's spoken to me through dreams, a lot of dreams. Oh my goodness, I can't even count the times He's spoken to me through dreams about different things. And a couple of those dreams were added and wanted me to know that something was coming soon. Now, I've had the Lord speak to me about things that has taken place already. But most of the things that He has spoken to me about has not taken place. And some of them I wish would not take place. There's a school bus wreck in Wakarusa. The Lord has spoken to me real clear about. Was even fashioning. He was quite specific about some of the detail that was going to happen. 3 or 4 buses. But, and you know, of course, that's one I hope doesn't have to happen. I'm not sure. The Lord just told me that it's coming. He didn't say what, where, when, why, or how. Well, He did say where. I take that one back. But the why part, you know. The Lord sometimes just don't say. But you know what? I've thought about this, about the good things about what God has said. I wish those would happen already. I wish they would, as soon as He happens, as soon as He speaks it. The Lord spoke to me about Ezekiel 38, scared me half to death. And I thought it was going to happen like right now, just, you know. And that's been 7, 8 years ago, or longer. I can't even remember how long that has been, but it's been over 7 or 8 years that the Lord has spoken to me about that. And I just wondered, you know, what is soon to God? What does God mean when He says soon? And why does He take so long? The Bible says He's long-suffering, you know, and He is very patient. He's very kind. He's like we talked yesterday, putting together a precious building, fitly framed together, like the Bible said. And we're His workmanship. And you know, the only answer I can come up with is that why He's waiting so long to do this in the fashion that He has, that He is doing it, is that Souls are at stake. He's wanting to win souls. If not, now think about this. Jesus could have come to the earth, could have died, went right back to heaven, did the job that he was made to do. Okay, he didn't have to come here as a baby. He did not have to live for 33.5 years, estimated time that he lived here. He didn't have to come as a child. He didn't have to spend his time growing up. He didn't have to identify with men like he did. But souls were at stake. God could have just done that and send Christ down as a full-grown man. Go down. We're going to set it up. All this is going to take place in 3 days. But God didn't do that. Because the life of Christ, which we know very little about as a child, but as a grown-up. And it was important that they verified Christ as being one of them to God, apparently, to the Father. Because they said one time when he was going into their town to heal, they said, "Isn't this his brother and sister that we have with us?" So it was verified that he was a part. He lived here and he rose. He was raised rather here as a child. So what is soon to God? Well, 33.5 years maybe, that might be soon to God. But it seems like 30 years passes so quickly. I'm 60 years old now, and it seems like just yesterday I was 16. And excuse me. And God has spoken to me things when I was a teenager. He's spoken to me things when I was in my 30s. He's spoken to me things in my 50s. And it seems like now, this seems like now is the time. It seems like it, But then I thought about that before. I thought, now's the time before, but that wasn't the time. So, I'd like to know, if anybody knows what God means when he says soon, somebody write and let me know, because I'm really, I don't think I know. I got, I'm going to say I got no idea, but I think I do have some kind of idea, but man, I just don't, I'm not sure, When God says soon, it means soon in his timing, whatever that is. And because there's a lot at stake, that's what it is. Obviously, to me, that's what it is. And, people watch our video and they write back some comments. And I do this because there's a lot at stake. Now, I know there's a time when God will escalate my ministry and a lot of people will be watching these videos, and that's why I'm going to make at least 1,000 of these videos and put them on so people would know my heart is not going to change because my heart's godly. God don't change. God gets more sophisticated. God gets deeper in us, and that's what you'll see. I'll get more technical with the standard that I live, and I'll get more into the Word and all that kind of thing. But who I am, the foundational truths of what God has shown me will always be the same. And I guess that's a great reason right there. So how long is it going to take? It's going to take me another 2 years or so to get these 1,000 videos done. Doing 6 of them a week. Okay. So, and how soon is that? Not soon at all. Alrighty, thanks for joining me. God bless you. We'll see you again next time with another great subject right here, Crossing the Middle Ministry. God bless.